Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Calvin Chapman with the HGP Sportscast. We begin tonight by telling you that Indigenous Heritage Sports and Family Fun Day kick-started on Friday at the Everest Cricket Club ground. The event is part of Amerindian Heritage Month celebrations under the theme Our Culture, Earth's Future, Save the Environment, Live the Indigenous Way. Sean Embrock with more on that story.
A march past of the teams representing the 10 administrative regions commenced proceedings with Minister Valerie Jarida Law, Director of Sports Christopher Jones, Luana Abrams, representative of Digicel, the main sponsor, and Vidushi Prasad of the Sports Shooting Federation of Guyana took the salute. The official start to the games was done by Director of Sports Christopher Jones and Minister Valerie Jarida Law. Archery competition, a new addition to the games, will see preparations for the international meets conducted during the two-day event.
Coming forward as Team Guyana to bring home that very elusive gold medal at the Olympics. Indeed, I can feel it in my bones that the future world champions are actually standing before me here this morning. And I'm pleased to announce that this selection process starts as early as tomorrow afternoon right here on these grounds with our archery qualification exercise.
Director Jones commended organizers for the inclusion of the female gender participating, and it's a focus of the National Sports Commission.
The Sports Commission is indeed focused on the development of sport, and more particularly gender equality. In this year's budget, we would have placed emphasis on female participation in sport. And of course, seeing our female members here today, we are indeed proud and excited that the Indigenous People Committee planning these games took that on board.
Minister Valerie Jarida Law charged the Indigenous groups to make the games more competitive while aiming for the Olympics.
To have more competition. And okay, many teams come out that have never come before and would like the chance to come and showcase their skill, to get the experience and exposure. That is very good. But I think we should focus in the region, and the regional officers should make sure that budget for sports is being put in their regional budget, so that before the Heritage Games, you must have a knockout competition. Let us view these games seriously with the intention of going to Olympics, qualifying for Olympics.
The two-day event will feature football, male and female cricket, volleyball, and archery competition among some of the events that will be part of the 2 days of activities.
The national men's football team, Guyana Golden Jaguars, are set to play Suriname away on October 5th as the third round of CFU Scotiabank Caribbean Men's Cup Championship commences. With less than a month before the competition resumes, the head coach Jamal Shabazz wants to field the strongest team possible.
Given the time, given the lack of activity by the local-based players, we want to make the best effort to get as many players who active as possible. You know, we're hearing good things about Shakil Agard in Canada. We're hearing good things about Sam Cox, Marcel Barrington in England. We're hearing good things about Brandon Beresford in the United States. Chris Nurse seems to have kissed and make up with Chris Nurse. And so we're trying to get the forces, because these two games are very, very important games, Suriname and Jamaica, and we want to try to put together as best as possible our best team.
Guyana is scheduled to host Jamaica in their second third-round match pending a visit from CFU officials to ensure the Lenora track and field football pitch is of standard. Shabazz iterated the importance of having home advantage against the defending CFU champions.
Attitudes have got to change. We've got to improve at central defense. But not just that, we're also looking to see if we could attract more quality in that area of the pitch. You know, definitely that the goalkeeping worries me, and we also, you know, trying to attract some more quality in that aspect of it. The players we have are okay, but you know, to go to the next level, we need more. You know, we need to push them a little bit more, and you know, your goalkeeping and your central defense determines in the most part, you know, how well you stay in the game.
The coach is also worried about the fitness of the locally based players since the Elite League final was concluded a few months ago. In addition, he stressed on the major weakness of the team, which he will be looking to strengthen in the coming weeks.
Okay, already we're coming up against the Caribbean champs. Already we're coming up against a team that has just been wounded in the World Cup qualifiers and will have their pride to salvage. So this is a dangerous opponent playing at home here, and we need the CFU to authorize this ground so that we can play. Because if this game is not allowed to be played in Guyana, it's a travesty, and our federation has got to fight.
The Trinidad and Tobago National Under-20 squad, currently in Guyana, will conduct a 10-day training camp in preparation for the Caribbean Under-20 Cup in Curacao this October. In this tournament, the top 5 teams in the Caribbean will advance to the CONCACAF stage. This is the second round of their qualifying campaign for the Korea Republic 2017 Under-20 Cup. According to the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association, the squad arrived on Wednesday and since then have undergone 4 training sessions at the National Track and Field facility at Lenora. The players are also scheduled for 2 practice matches, with the first being against Alpha United and the second against an all-star team. According to the head coach of Guyana men's national team, Jamal Shabazz, the matches against the local teams are aimed at giving exposure to the selected national players for the CFU 2016 Scotiabank Caribbean Men's Cup Championship in October. Coach of the team and former Soko Warrior player Brian Williams stated that he was nudged to bring the team to Guyana because of his relationship with Jamal Shabazz.
Our relationship with Jamal Shabazz, the head coach of the Guyana senior team, we have a good relationship, so we decided to work with him and bring the team out to Guyana just to get them, for them to refocus, because we qualified in last June in Trinidad with the CFU finals. So we're here going to the CFU finals in Curacao that we choose to do a 10-day camp just to take our players out of Trinidad and Tobago to refocus, because presently we have some players who playing in the colleges league and stuff at back home who presently taking place, but we wanted them to be not distracted and stuff like that, so we brought them out to Guyana here.
In more football news, at the local club level, Guyana's oldest football club, Georgetown Football Club GFC, is adding a touch of Brazilian flair to its play for the upcoming Elite League of the Guyana Football Federation. Yesterday, the club announced to the media that a newly appointed head coach, Brazilian Fabiano Agrippino, who speaks Portuguese, Spanish, Italian, and English, and has played and coached in the region, will be at the helm of the coaching staff. The 42-year-old Brazilian who represented TNT's pro side Joe Public in the 90s. And with that, we conclude the HGPTV sponsored Sportscast.